شباب قصف قصف يا شباب خذونا على الهواء شباب قصف بسرعة.
A Syrian reporter taking cover as an Israeli airstrike hits the capital city. The IDF launching the attack to defend an Arab religious minority that's fighting with government forces in the country. State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce will join us in just moments, but we begin with Trey Yingst. He's live in Tel Aviv. What is this all about, Trey?
Yeah, John, good afternoon. Today, Israel launched a series of airstrikes targeting locations in the Syrian capital of Damascus. Explosions could be seen at a military headquarters and the presidential palace. The bombing came in response to violence that's erupting in Syria's southern province of Swaida. Videos circulated this week of the Druze minorities being attacked by gunmen who forced some to shave their mustaches and executed others. There's no evidence at this point those gunmen were sent by the Syrian government or part of the current ruling power. Sectarian violence swelled here days ago between Sunni Bedouin tribes who are backed by the Syrian government and Druze factions. These clashes including kidnappings and street fighting. More than 250 people have been killed so far, according to reports. Now, in response to the graphic and unsettling images that circulated this week, hundreds of Israeli Druze crossed over the border into southern Syria today to help their communities in Swaida. Israel's prime minister spoke directly to this population earlier today, saying this.
And now I have one request from you. You are citizens of Israel. Do not cross the border. You are endangering your lives. You could be killed, you could be kidnapped, and you are harming the IDF's efforts. Therefore, I ask you, return to your homes. Let the IDF act.
There are reports today of a possible ceasefire in southern Syria as U.S. representatives on the ground are calling for de-escalation, and reports indicate the Trump administration is encouraging Israel to stop the strikes, bring both sides to the table, and find some sort of solution. John?
It seems no such thing as a normal day in the Middle East. Trey Yingst for us. Trey, thank you. Sandra?
All right, let's bring in State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce. Tammy, welcome to you, and thank you for being here. We'll get as many updates from you as we can on Israel's efforts in the Middle East. Is Syria a new front for Israel in the Middle East?
Well, I don't think so. We heard from both the president, as you know, and Secretary Rubio. Secretary Rubio made it clear that these are historic, long-time rivalries. He also noted that it was an unfortunate situation that led to a misunderstanding. He is very optimistic about the changes. He says we're on our way to a real de-escalation. That, of course, has been the focus. It seems to be also successful, that we're working on it. It's moving in that direction. He said, in fact, in the next few hours, we hope to see some real progress in changing the nature of what it is you've been seeing. Also, it has been noted that we are calling on the Syrian government to withdraw their military in order to allow all sides to be able to de-escalate. So this is the conversation. We've been very active, and the Secretary and the President, of course, have been very blunt about what they expect, and they're also very optimistic about this changing.
Okay, Tammy, you mentioned Marco Rubio and his words in the Oval Office. This was just moments ago on all of this. Listen.
These are historic, long-time rivalries between different groups in the southwest of Syria, Bedouins, the Druze community, and it led to an unfortunate situation and a misunderstanding, it looks like, between the Israeli side and the Syrian side. So we've been engaged with them all morning long and all night long with both sides, and we think we're on our way towards a real de-escalation and then hopefully get back on track.
All right, so I'll have you add to that while I also put up this brand new statement on X from the Israeli defense minister. And this was a very short time after these attacks took place, saying the warnings in Damascus have ended. Now painful blows will come. Before I move on to Iran, what can you tell us about what may be coming next here?
Well, certainly, this is a very fluid situation. I know that the messaging from the United States has been to de-escalate. I will not speak for the Israeli government or the choices it may make, but clearly they've heard from our government that this is a dynamic that it can change, that it must change. And we know, of course, of our relationship with Israel, the importance of those conversations. I can't characterize specifically what may be said or is not said, but the bottom line is that we have been engaged. You've seen from the top of our government in making sure that this ends, that the secretary used the word misunderstanding, and I think that, of course, we all are looking for a dynamic where Syria can become more stable. That's what we've been working on, and that's what we expect, of course, to continue with.
Got it. I want to get your update on Iran, as President Trump just said this in the Oval Office on that. Listen.
They want to negotiate badly. We're in no rush because, we said we could have made a deal. They should have made a deal. And then we bombed the hell out of their various places. We're in no rush, but if they want to negotiate, we're here.
This as the supreme leader, Tammy, is saying that Iran is ready to respond to any new attack. What's the update there?
Well, you heard it from the president. He is the guiding hand in how we approach this dynamic. He said from the beginning, even before the action that we had to take and afterwards, is that he is willing to negotiate. He has believed and continues to believe that diplomacy will work here. Iran clearly must understand that at this point, what their options are. The president noted that the ball is in their court, that we are in no rush, but we are willing absolutely to negotiate. That has been our posture from the start, as indicated and led by President Trump. And the Iranians know what our posture is. And we would expect, of course, when it comes to what they've already been through. The fact of the matter is they should be very grateful that President Trump is as generous of a man as he is because of the nature of what's going on in the Middle East. So, again, he has patience. The government has patience. It's in their court. And I know that he expects them to begin to negotiate because that's in their best interests.
Tammy Bruce joining us live there from the State Department today. Thank you for the update. We'll see you again soon, Tammy. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Right. Thank you, ma'am.
Hey, it's Will Kane. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Kane podcast for full episodes right now.